Crypto Scam versus CBDC. De la Rue Giori, CBDC, and the illusion of monetary innovation. The story of the digital future of money does not begin with Silicon Valley or with the mythical Satoshi Nakamoto. It begins much earlier, in the boardrooms of the institutions that have quietly controlled the world's money supply for over a century. Among them stands one name more powerful than any crypto celebrity or tech founder, De la Rue Giori. A dynasty of money printing power. De la Rue Giori emerged as the undisputed titan of banknote production in the 20th century. At its peak, the Giori family was responsible for supplying printing machines for 98% of all banknotes issued worldwide. They were not a vendor. They were the monetary spine behind the sovereign illusion of currency independence. Central banks printed, but Giori supplied the means. Roberto Giori, heir to this legacy, inherited more than a business. He inherited a Rolodex of near-absolute influence. He personally knew the governors of most central banks on Earth. When Giori spoke, monetary authorities listened, not out of courtesy, but because he held the keys to their money machinery. 2011, the birth of CBDC. In 2011, Roberto Giori launched the first structured initiative for CBDC, central bank digital currency. I was involved from the beginning. The timing was not accidental. Governments and central banks had already realized that physical cash was a liability. Anonymous, untraceable, uncontrollable. Digital money issued directly by central banks was the next logical step in the architecture of control. Initially, the governors resisted. They feared CBDC would render them obsolete and expose their role as intermediaries between power and people. But the resistance did not last long. Christine Lagarde, then head of the IMF, acted as Giori's global ambassador, promoting CBDC through the supranational financial grid. When COVID-19 hit a decade later, it did exactly what it was needed to do. It furnished the pretext for contactless, trackable, centralized digital cash. It is naive to believe that such a project proceeded without the blessing or direction of the Rothschild banking dynasty and its concentric networks of influence. CBDC versus cryptocurrency, the false dichotomy. The public is told that cryptocurrencies and CBDC stand on opposite sides of a financial revolution. This is propaganda. The truth is simpler. Aspect cryptocurrency CBDC. Issuer private/anonymous protocol creators central banks and IMF-aligned institutions. Control distributed, in theory, fully centralized. Censorship difficult total and programmable. Identity tie optional mandatory KYC plus biometric integration. Purpose speculative asset and testbed state instrument of financial domination. CBDC is not a sibling of cryptocurrency. It is its replacement and domestication. And this is where my long-standing conclusion enters. I have been saying this since 2011. Bitcoin equals NSA plus CIA. Bitcoin did not emerge from anarchists. It emerged at the precise moment the intelligence community needed a psychological Trojan horse to make the public accept the dematerialization of money. Any system that truly threatened monetary sovereignty would have been crushed immediately, not applauded, funded, regulated, and held in custody by BlackRock, banks, and U.S. exchanges. Crypto was the training phase. CBDC is the execution phase. CBDC, marketing as innovation, function as control. CBDC is sold as modernization, faster transactions, inclusion, efficiency. In reality, it is the completion of a surveillance monetary panopticon. With programmable money, a central authority gains the power to freeze, delete, or expire balances, ban purchases by category or individual, enforce behavioral compliance through money, instantly punish dissent without courts or police. Henry Kissinger stated the rule in one line. Who controls food controls people. Who controls energy controls continents. Who controls money controls the world. CBDC is the perfection of that final lever. The end of paper money is not a technological evolution. It is the final consolidation of power. De la Rue Giori built the world of banknotes. CBDC is building the world without escape.